Living in the round is not exactly new. Cave dwellers, Kurds, Bedouins, birds and bees, medieval monks, Indians, Eskimos, and Zulus, to name a few, have tried it. But it took the genius of the late R. Buckminster Fuller to demonstrate conclusively that for the material used, domes are the strongest, most efficient way to enclose space. Now, Natural Spaces Domes is proud to announce an exciting total concept in energy-efficient domes, one designed specifically for modern families like yours. In contrast to the mid-60s, when most dome homes were funky, patched-up symbols of the counterculture, today's average dome buyer is rather middle American. We're building a basic American housing unit that is a natural and intelligent alternative to expensive and inefficient housing. In place of a minimally designed structure based on rectangles, our domes are based on nature's strongest, most efficient shapes, the triangle and the sphere. In place of vinyl, aluminum, and sheetrock, our domes offer all the warmth and natural beauty of wood. In place of typical look-alike housing, our domes offer almost unlimited design flexibility, unique, exhilarating, never-before-imagined spaces. Whether you prefer country style, rustic, or dramatic contemporary design, whether you start with your plan or our plan, your Natural Spaces dome home has never looked better. The Natural Spaces Dome's corporate office and our adjacent model dome home are located in east central Minnesota. The interior of this 36-foot high-profile, 3-story dome has interior panels stained white to give it a light, bright, airy feeling. The office includes many of our dome features, like the View Cupola Skyloft and our triple pane skylights. Hi, I'm Dennis Johnson, co-owner of Natural Spaces. When it comes to experience, few can match our personal involvement and commitment to domes since 1971. I come from generations of builders and craftsmen, and my personal background is based on over 30 years of residential planning and building, including over 20 years in domes.
I'm Janet Johnson, the other co-owner of Natural Spaces. I've also been involved in domes since 1971, dealing directly with dome customers in the area of sales and customer service. Together, Dennis and I have guided the creation of over 1,000 domes.
Good afternoon, Natural Spaces. Can I help you?
Yeah, can you hold that view there?
Yeah, I can stop and advance.
So here's that grouping of hexes, then he wants this one, and this one.
Okay, now this redwood color, do you have that readily available? Yeah,
How about a cedar tone?
it's like kind of like a cedar tone.
So we're adding on a pool on the back of your dome, and then you're coming out of that one riser wall between the window grouping and the other B-wall section. Okay, we'll come out through there with a patio door. We can trim that with windows any way you want.
Now that you've learned a little bit about us and Natural Spaces, we'd like to show you the inside of some of our finished dome homes.
So we're dealing with the deck coming out, and you're going to step down to the pool,
Step down to the pool, which will be behind the garage.
and it's going to be flush to the ground,
Flush
sort of?
to the ground, yeah.
Deck
in
around the
ground.
pool?
Correct.
Okay. I think we probably should be outside looking at all these options that we have and talk about the entrance from the outside so we can see what's going on. In the meantime, I think Janet would love to show our viewers through the house.
Janet, why don't you give me your coat?
Okay, sounds good.
And Dennis, let's head outside.
Okay.
We're in the dining room, and as you can see, it's a good-sized room, approximately 14 by 16 feet. We've got a good-sized table in here, vertical blinds to handle the triangular window treatment to prevent too much light from coming in. They've got a great view of the pond, and it's a nice snack bar. Aside from the cabinets that are built into this island counter, all of the cabinets in this dome are built up against the outside wall, and you can see that they fit in quite nicely. Kitchen is light and bright. It's fun to work in. Got lots of built-ins. And off to the side, there's a washer and dryer and a desk for Marion. This is a split-level entry dome. We're 2 levels below the master bedroom in their son Bjorn's room. As you can see, it's very well lit in here, even though it is below ground. We've used conventional windows, which doesn't make it feel like a basement room. Actually, this room stays warmer because it is below ground. Other rooms on this level include the full bath, a guest bedroom, a den bedroom combination, and Roger's workshop. And now we're walking in the living room area, and I wanted to point out this wonderful staircase, handmade staircase that fits so nicely in here. It's compact, it's a good use of space, and as you can probably tell, Marion Olson is an interior designer, has done a wonderful job in putting little things around that make this look so complete. She's incorporated modern furniture here, which looks very nice in the dome. She designed this window treatment, which is a vertical window treatment for the triangles, which keeps out the bright light, as we're having right now, and the sun in the summer to prevent the dome from heating up too much. And this paneling here is tongue and groove spruce, and it's just wonderful paneling. She's put a little coating of linseed oil on it. And as you can tell from this lower band of triangles, you can put pictures on them. They're not going to hang at an angle, and they look really nice here. And this is a 36-foot high profile, and you can do that with this dome. Why don't we go outside now and see what they're doing?
We'd step down there between the 2 trees.
So we'd just be able to keep everything the way it is.
I think so. I really do.
Hi, Janet.
Hi,
there.
how are you doing?
Pretty
Just
good.
fine. I think we're pretty much cleared away down here. What do you think, Dennis?
I think we've got a good idea. We'll drop these plans. I'm going to go back to the office anyway.
Sounds good. Janet, let's head inside.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye now. Well, Janet, you must admit it is warmer in here than it is outside. Got our hot tub, and then these staircases were custom built by the same gentleman who built the staircase in the main level.
Beautiful.
Why don't I take your coat and let's see the rest of the house. Well, Janet, now we're in the master bedroom suite. You can see we have the 2 operable skylight windows, and you can see the ability that bumping the walls up 3 foot has given us. We've got a lot more headroom to use for furniture and just walking around space. Now we're going to go into the closet, and you can see a custom closet for hanging of clothing, and then straight into the bathroom that has custom cabinets on the outside wall again, and above it a recessed hexagon-shaped window that gives us the ability to use a full mirror. You can see the arching of the dome and the openness above the shower stall, and that has the glass windows on that.
Thanks so much for letting us see your house. It was just wonderful, and I'm sure everybody had a good time seeing what you've done inside.
Well, thanks for having us in your video.
Well, you're welcome. See you next time.
Okay, bye now.
Bye-bye.
Well, we started in spring of '89, right after I retired. Came down here to see the kids and dumped my place up north, and hey, it's a good country to live in. I stopped to see Dennis and see what kind of a house he had. I fell in love with the domes, and that was it. Boy says, okay, Dad, he says, let's go for it. Okay, kid, let's go for it. You help me, he says, we'll build her.
I don't recall if you were cutting your own struts or not.
Yes, we cut them, made our own panels, made our triangles, put our shingles on.
How much time did it take you to cut all that out? You know?
Well, basically, I think we cut all our struts out within a week. And triangles, another couple, maybe a week or so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's surprising, though, the way the dome went together after we had it assembled. A couple hours, it was up.
Did you have a big barn raising and dome raising
No,
is really what it
just
amounts
being
to?
the boy.
Really?
Yeah.
Just the two of you?
It's the two of us.
Now wait a minute. How long did it take you to put this?
Just a couple of hours. We started at noon. We're up about 6 o'clock. We had the dome up.
And it was just the two of you working. I didn't hear that story.
Yeah. No, it went quick.
You've got cedar panels in the house. Did you do that yourself too?
Right. We were looking at different woods, and we wanted the knotty pine effect. And we wanted the cedar because of such warm tones. And then we put tung oil on it rather than varnish.
The bathroom area is a really nice room. I'm real happy that we didn't put that floor over that bathroom.
So am I. I don't like low headroom. And that's what I like about this dome. It's spacious. You know, you got that hemmed-in feeling. You know,
Yeah, it's a very comfortable feeling in here now. You've got a very compact house, but it doesn't feel small.
no, not really. No.
I think the dome itself is around 1,000 square feet, and you've got the entrance extension and then the sitting room extension.
Yeah.
They adds a couple hundred, 200-300 more square feet to that.
Right on. What's nice with this, you can do anything you want to with it. You move your partitions around or put your extensions out or add wherever you want to. You know, it's a plus for this type of design. I think I like it.
This multi-structure complex, built by Marty and Jackie, consists of a garage with loft, 3-story, 40-foot low-profile dome, 2-story, 33-foot low-profile dome, and detached storage garage. The loft level overlooks the cedar-paneled living room and dining room of the main 40-foot diameter dome. The panoramic grouping of windows looks out to the nearby lake. The dining room is in the connecting link between the older 40-foot dome and the newer 33-foot dome. The new 33-foot dome has a main floor family room with triangle skylights again facing the lake. A brick-faced fireplace provides a cozy conversation point and blends well with the cedar paneling. The glass doors allow your eyes to travel from one end of the double dome to the other, a total of almost 90 feet. An adjacent stairway leads us downstairs to the master bedroom suite under the 33-foot dome. Having just been completed, this unfurnished area will be an exercise and workout room with glass French doors leading to the master bedroom. The master bedroom, even though it is partially below ground, has lots of light and ventilation. The bedroom itself occupies about 300 square feet of the 800 square feet on this level. This master bath is entered from either the bedroom or the exercise room.
Okay, so what do we have here now?
It's a house that we made.
Okay. Did you make it here or in school? This unique learning center is on the lower level of the dome, where the kids' bedrooms are also located. It provides a very stimulating play area for the children.
This is my room where I sleep. And then I got a new alarm clock on the dinosaur. Then I made the skunk in kindergarten. This is our study room, and we build things in here. We got craft books, a bookshelf. We got a closet of covers and sheets and sleeping bags. And this is my sister's closet. Then the bathroom. My sister's room. There's one desk. There's another desk. Here's the laundry room. And the hallway to go upstairs. And then we're back into the study room, just like a circle.
Looking at this window well, the walls look pretty thick here. Is this 15, 16 inches?
Right, I think it's 16 inches, yeah.
Yeah, it feels nice and cozy in here. It's probably
Well, you know, that's
stays-
one of the reasons that we chose to build a dome, was for the insulation and the cost effectiveness of the heating, and because and it's proven to be true for us. And worked out real well.
When I go away is when I really appreciate coming back to the Dome. And we just love it. It's been a great home for our family. We built initially without children, and now we have 3 children, and my mom lives with us. And it's worked out wonderfully for all of us.
So you have 3 generations living in this house.
3 generations living here, and we all have plenty of space.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful home. We've really enjoyed it, and I want to thank you and thank Marty for letting us come through. I'm sure anybody watching this video has had a good time seeing the fruits of your labor, all the wonderful things that you've
Well,
done
you know,
here, and-
hard work was put into it, but it's been worth it.
Good.
It's been worth it.
One of the things that we really enjoyed about the whole project, well, this is in fact the first house we'd ever built. So the initial planning phase was to us very interesting. And we just sat down, you and Helen and I, with a circle on a piece of paper and went from there. And we talked about lifestyle and about how we entertain, how would you like the space divided. And it was so neat to get that kind of opportunity to share some ideas.
Input.
To have our
into
input.
Well, you'd been living in this 5-bedroom, 3-bath
Oh yeah,
house.
5 bedrooms, 3 baths, rec room, and no kids. And
All
we
of a
decided
sudden.
that was time to change and to try something different.
That was a good time. Yeah, it was a good transition too. You got into a size of house that seems to be very comfortable for you. I'm hearing that from a lot of people that come in here and they realize this is a nice size house. I know we talked about the design of this lower level bedroom down here, and you didn't want to make that too big and too comfortable so the kids would be welcome back.
Well, enough so they can spend a weekend, but not big enough so they can move back home.
Sure, the grandkids' room is real nice.
Right, right.
Yeah, some of these pictures here, it's such a cold wintry day we have outside, and we're some beautiful time we had that day, and that dome went up. And how long did it take
Well,
that
I think
day?
we started about 7:30 in the morning, and the entire superstructure was completed by about 2 or 2:30 in the afternoon.
I know you had gone out for something, I think, and by the time you got back, it was half done.
It's amazing how quickly it goes up. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, quite a bit of work that went into this thing. We'd like to show everybody the rest of the house, so we'll get up and walk around a little bit and see what else there is to see.
Let's do that.
Well, I know it's a double-sided fireplace, so I know it's a very good-sized fireplace for this
It
size
is, and
house.
it's so pleasant. That's my hideaway in the den on the other side.
Sure.
And when I want some quiet time with the fireplace, I just go in there and relax. Especially when the wife has bridge parties.
Yes, get away from it real nice.
That's where I hide.
Well, the other room that we'd like to look at is this new hot tub room that we've got
Yes,
added on here.
we just added this 3 years ago. There's nothing more pleasant than sitting out here when it's about 20 below zero and a good full moon on the snow, and it's just fantastic.
Oh,
It's
that's
great.
nice.
It is a nice room. It's got windows all around.
With this addition, now we're up to just under 1,800 square feet,
Oh, yeah.
which is plenty.
For the two of you, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, this is one of the very pleasant areas of the house. We've really enjoyed this kitchen. One of the features that we like about it particularly is the openness. You're not cut off from the rest of the action in the house. You can be entertaining, be in the kitchen, and still be well aware of what's going on and be a part of what's going on. One of the features we especially like is the island arrangement here for the stove. You can set this up for a buffet that is just great because you've got outlets for your coffee pots and so forth.
Let's go off into the study over here and take a look at that. It's a nice cozy little den.
Yes, we have accommodations so we can use a hide-a-bed here so we can accommodate overnight guests or the kids if they come home for a weekend.
If they come home. And this is the other side of the fireplace here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks...
and it's a
nice
real
there.
cozy room.
Yeah, it is.
Very cozy.
With that fireplace, it really works out well. We've got on this floor also, as we walk down the hallway, the laundry area, and there's a bathroom in back of us here, so it makes a very nice guest bedroom wing, so to speak. And
Yeah, they have their own private bath,
Yeah.
which is nice.
And your master bedroom is upstairs.
Master bedroom is upstairs.
Well, let's take a look at that.
The bedroom is a really open design, which we enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
I've always liked a large master bedroom, and this one fits the bill perfectly.
Well, this certainly lends itself to the dome enclosing this master bedroom. I mean, that's really what the dome is all about. It's a room enclosure, and this room of the master bedroom takes full advantage of that. You've got some nice skylights here, too. I bet you that's some nice...
Oh,
nice
one
times.
of the really enjoyable things is, to me, I really love the out of doors. And when we have a good lightning storm, it's great. You can lie there in bed and watch the lightning flashing through the
that's nice.
skylights, and it's tremendous.
Sure.
Let me show you the master bath.
Okay, let's walk this way. This is nice, high ceiling. The dome is open to the bathroom space.
We also have skylight in the bathroom,
Sure.
and that provides very nice lighting during the day. Let's go into the dressing area
So this door opens up into the dressing area.
dressing area and closet, walk-in closet.
It's a nice space in here. We've got a nice open clothes hanging. You've got a nice privacy factor with the bathroom and the dressing area and closet so you don't disturb somebody that's in the master bedroom. We don't have a lower level below here. I know we talked about that when we first planned out, but
We said, no, we don't want all that space.
No more space, you don't
So
want the
we have
kids.
no basement, and
No
I don't
basement.
miss it one bit.
no, I think it works very well here.
No, we got rid of lots of things we never used.
It's a nice garage sale you must have had.
That's the freezer or the refrigerator?
We're here visiting with Katie and Brad, who are both artists. Their home is a very contemporary 36-foot high-profile dome. Their studios are located in the lower level walkout.
The split level works great.
And then it's also designed so that we can get things, large things, straight from the garage down into our studio that's downstairs. And we can also, we have a lot of storage down there. Well, I tend to collect a little bit of everything.
Oh, the eclectic toys.
Right, wind-up toys, little mechanical things. Lately it's been other things like instruments, sundials, things like that.
I noticed coming in quite a few ship memorabilia, ship parts.
Boats, like boats.
I'm not sure why Brad's always liked domes. For me, part of it is that you get so much light into the place, and I'm one of those that require a lot of light. The feeling of it being so spacious.
Yeah, and we also lived in some dingy little old houses
Yes,
down in the
probably,
cities
yeah.
for years, and they
Very
were,
dark.
1920s, 1930s earlier, very small windows, kind of dark rooms. And I guess also, I mean, my interest has a lot to do with kind of that linear energy thing. And I mean, really being able to have something that's that energy efficient, that's that self-contained. And the space has always felt real well. So I always liked domes actually before I even saw one. The first one I ever saw was the one that you had at the State Fairground.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier. That was like 20 years ago or something. And I just really loved the space as soon as I walked into it. It had that real open feeling. It was real nice. There's the bedroom that kind of runs around the side to kind of a dressing area, closet, storage area, to a little office on the back side. So it all kind of connects together. And the idea was that the office is furthest away, so we didn't have to look at the office every day in the bedroom. And it's kind of just a large open loft space, but it's still kind of isolated from the rest of the house in a way. I think we started with the lower cabinets and just laid it all out right on the spot and just kind of bent everything into place. And then the upper cabinets are just kind of copies of the panels themselves. It's a real kind of condensed space in a way. It's like it's very spacious and it feels very open, but it just seems really self-contained, and it's very efficient. And of course the space that it's in and the views that it affords, and just the difference of kind of living in a round house or a house with a little bit different form than like a normal square house.
The best thing about the dome, it's all mine.
A lot of people wonder how you can fit a dome into a conventional neighborhood. I think a very good example of this is Ann and Jake's 36-foot high-profile dome. This dome incorporates several extensions. We're trying to soften up the exterior view from the street.
Hello there, Jake.
Well, hi, Dennis.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Finally could find you around here somewhere.
Oh, yes. We're still working at the project.
Well, good.
Yeah.
You've got some cabinets that you're going to show me.
Yes, I do, and I have something to really show you. We have finished our kitchen cabinets now, and including some cabinets that are against the dome wall.
Nice.
Which
really?
We are very pleased with the way they turned out.
Very nice in here now.
So
you've got a nice kitchen. I'm sure your wife is enjoying this, and,
yes,
and you are too. I know you're involved in these cabinets quite heavily, and
yeah. And my wife has been very much involved with them too. She's the finisher. She does all the finishing work. Kind of nice for a carpenter to have a good finishing person behind him.
Sure is.
Trim around the half round, and the window is done, even though we don't have the valance over the curtain yet. But it's getting along.
Oh, it's a gorgeous round window. I really enjoy this this light coming in here. You've got a room that I know you didn't really plan in the beginning to do.
No, this was going to be a future add-on, but it just flows in so well from our dome to here and to the river and to the deck, and we just couldn't wait anymore.
I think every room has got this river view, and I really I'm glad we sited the house the way we did.
Oh, that's all the good planning that went, that you put into it with us.
Well, I've always enjoyed the open space in your dome. It's really a nice feeling with that north light coming in. You've got white stained interior panels that really bounce the light off. Very pleasant space in the living room.
Well, and the way that you helped us to lay this out with the windows all toward the river, and I really liked the feeling and the look of it too. And when you have a big space, it's easy to feel like you're almost overwhelmed or lost in it, and yet I think this living room is cozy. Just the two of us sitting here, I feel comfortable in this room.
Well, it's certainly a nice view out those windows.
It is, and I think Jake did a super job of framing in the windows. I love the look of it.
Nice detailing all the way around. There's the area between the windows, the batten strips between the windows really have some nice detailing to them. This is a wood foundation system. It's got treated wood studs and treated plywood on the outside. And we've done a lot of domes like this. There's certainly a lot of space down here.
Same as on the main floor.
I think it ends up being about 1,300 or 1,400 square feet of space.
You're right.
We had what, 2 bedrooms down here? Family room?
Sewing area, computer room you could easily have down here, another big bath.
I know we got plumbing set up for a future bath.
Yes, and then we also have a cold storage area.
Well, when is Jake going to get to this now?
Oh, well, you would ask. Well, these doors take us to our guest wing, and we have a bath here that's tucked into the corner of the dome.
That's a nice bath. Really very comfortable space, surprisingly, in this little corner here.
Yeah, it works out really well. And I think Jake did a super job on our little octagon window there.
Nice, yes, very nice.
Then as you go down the hallway, you go past the laundry, and there's the walk-in closet to the hall, then into the bedroom itself.
I'm sure your guests enjoy this room.
It's nice to be able to tell our guests they can sleep late in the morning.
Nice open bedroom.
Oh, I love it. I just love the way the dome comes around me when we're in bed at night.
Well, it's a nice skylight window. I'm sure it shows up at night.
Gives us the moonlight and the stars. Never interferes with sleeping.
This is a nice closet here.
Well, that gives Jake a place to hang his long pants. Then we use the corner space for our luggage.
Ah, okay. Yeah, nice deep storage. Back
Yeah, it goes way back
Ah.
into the dome there.
This is really a nice feeling up here. This goes into the next
Well, then this is
room?
kind of our dressing area.
Okay.
And then into the master bath.
I've been putting a window in between the potty room, as I call it, and the main bathroom to add a little light to that room.
It's a nice touch.
And then as we proceed, we'll spraying the ceiling this afternoon, and then the jacuzzi tub will get its tile. Most of this room will have tile on it, the floor, behind the potty, the vanity, and the shower will all have tile.
Let's look at this new closet that you've got
Okay.
finished here.
This is the closet that's part of our bedroom. It has lots of little places for storage and different hanging heights for different lengths of clothes.
Very efficient.
We've installed 2 trapezoid-type windows into these 2 triangles to add some light to what we call our sitting room, which all becomes a part of our master bedroom suite, as we call it. And we also had the piano moved up here so that Anne has it convenient for her to play the piano.
It's a nice feeling in a little sitting room with the natural light coming in.
We really enjoy this area very
I'm
much.
sure you do. I'm sure you do.
Would you like to take a trip up to the cupola?
Let's do that.
This is a temporary staircase. Eventually we're going to build a landing in here and put in a monk staircase going up here, permanently installed.
All right.
And our lot is loaded with oak trees, some birch, but mostly oak trees.
Cupola works very well up here. It's a nice little sitting area, suspended from the dome. We've got a room for about 10 or 12 people up here, I guess.
At this point, it's obvious that it isn't finished, but eventually we'll have window seats that go all the way around.
That'll be nice.
So that we can use it as almost like a little library if we wanted to use it that way.
Really good to have you come again, Dennis.
It's always a pleasure, always a pleasure. Jake?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. I'm dying to see your next project that you'll be accomplishing here.
Well, thank you, and we hope that you feel free to stop by and see us anytime you want.
I will do that.
Okay.
Bye now. Hi to
Bye-bye.
Janet.
I know you'll enjoy your visit to Joyce and Everett's 46-foot mid-profile dome, which has 7 levels, 5 stories, and 4,500 square feet. Beautiful cedar paneling provides a warm tone throughout this dome. The dramatic grouping of triangular windows visually connects them to the woods outside. The ceiling height in this area is 26 feet. You can see the tremendous amount of space that exists in a 46-foot diameter dome. This is a 7-bedroom home with 4 of the bedrooms in the 1,700 square foot lower level. The upper level is cantilevered 2 feet over the main floor. The 4th floor loft provides an interesting juxtaposition of railings as it steps back a few feet. The railing detail is kept the same on all levels, providing continuity throughout the dome. On the 4th floor is a mini office loft below the skyloft cupola. These are unique little spaces, easy to create in a dome. Both of these upper levels are accessed by a monk's stair. The monk's stair, with its alternating treads, is an excellent stair to use in a tight space like this. We're on the 3rd floor in the master bedroom, overlooking the living room area. The weight of their king-size waterbed is no problem for the floor. Now we're walking into the master bath. This bathroom also connects to their son's bedroom. The owners just finished installing the tile themselves around the raised jacuzzi tub. Tell me about this room here. It's just beautiful. I love the feeling. It feels so private, but yet I can still feel I'm part of the dome.
Yeah, I guess I think this was probably my idea. I was always intrigued by the raised dining areas that were in restaurants that we went to. And one of our goals in the dome itself was to have a number of different levels. So when we went to Dennis and had him look at our plans, he helped us incorporate the raised dining area into that.
It's very nice. And then you have a serving counter back there.
That goes down into our kitchen.
Use it as a buffet, pass through with food.
Right, and breakfast time oftentimes we use for eating.
Very nice. Feels very nice here. Their daughter's room is on the main floor behind the fireplace wall. Well, let me tell you, the people who go on our tour of domes twice a year have the most wonderful things to say about this dome. And they enjoy seeing the progress that you've made with some of your projects. But they really think it's a beautiful dome, and I do too. I had never been here before, and it's wonderful.
Thank you.
We'd like to welcome you to Minnesota, to our natural spaces, our dome home in the woods. You've seen some other great examples of some of our domes. We'd like to show you the inside of our house. Come on inside. The spruce panel ceiling has been left natural, with no sealers or any finish, eliminating chemicals from our interior environment. At times, we've had as many as 25 people at 3 tables in this dining room. It's quite large, about 16 feet by 18 feet. There's a stairway adjacent to the dining room, which goes down to the lower level where there are 2 more bedrooms. We widened this area out to create a large open space with a lot of natural light.
The living room is about 25 feet by 15 feet and has 6 very large triple pane triangle windows looking down at the creek, which is 30 feet below. What we have in our dome is a lot of daylight where plants grow very well and a very comfortable space. We created a floor plan where the dome shell is the wall and the ceiling for the living room and the dining room. These open, large spaces are mainly defined by furniture and not by our interior walls. The 2-story high fireplace wall hides flues from the downstairs wood-burning furnace, the fireplace itself, and 2 return air ducts that recirculate warm air from the top of the dome.
You can see from this window well, which is 15 inches deep, there is lots of insulation in the dome. The triple pane windows have an R factor of about 5 or 6. There's very little heat loss from these windows. We purchased a Grain Belt Brewery brewing vat and recycled the redwood for the cabinets in the bathroom and also for the walls. There's a deep steeping tub, and we position the skylights on the north side not only to provide privacy, but also to provide a lot of natural light into the center of the bathroom. It's perfect for putting on makeup. Since these windows are facing north, we put in 4 panes. We want the warm air to rise freely in the dome and not get caught in any dead air pockets where it will eventually leave the dome. When it collects at the peak of the dome, you can move it back down, thereby recycling the warm air, saving energy, and saving lots of money too. We're looking into the breakfast room, which connects onto the kitchen. There is a round oak table where we can tuck ourselves away for a snack, away from the busyness of the rest of the dome. The walls are covered with cedar paneling. There's Mexican paver tiles on the floor. We use oak paneling for the kitchen cabinets. Window quilts are on the breakfast room and kitchen windows to prevent heat loss through the glass.
The master bedroom is on the lower level. We have 6 large triangle windows, again, triple pane. We love lots of plants and birds. We wanted to feel like we were sleeping outside. Facing east, the sun wakes us up, and nature shows us what's in store for the day. At the heart of our system is our connector. We've designed this with about 20 years experience. We have a hub, that's what we call this part right here, and a sleeve. And these 2 components lock together. There's a pin that fits into place, and this just doesn't slide into place. It gets pounded in and locks the 2 components together. This does not rotate, this doesn't move. We're talking something that is extremely easy to put up. This goes up, I think really most of our frameworks would go up in between 6 to 10 hours. And we're talking an inexperienced crew of usually 4, maybe 5. If you want to build your own dome, plan to attend one of our hands-on Natural Spaces Owner-Builder Dome Schools held 2 to 3 times a year.
Our Natural Spaces Parade of Domes tour will give you an opportunity to visit 10 domes in one day, held in May and October around Minneapolis and St. Paul, Minnesota.
This area here will widen out also, and this one here you're going to be dealing with this also widening more of those. We will develop your plans using our state-of-the-art computer in full 3D. With our computer, Natural Spaces can create an animated fly-around and walk-through of your dome, allowing you to analyze the aesthetics. The windows and skylights can be made transparent, allowing you to look through them. We can then remove the dome top and look down into your dome. For you non-computer customers, we can transfer the same fly-around and walkthroughs into a VCR tape for viewing on your TV set. Our 50-page All About Domes book explains our dome system in detail. Our 94-page Domes Come True plan book shows you 45 of our domes. And our detailed 35-page price list also gives you complete dome specifications. Like no other home you can buy, Natural Spaces domes are easy to build, uniquely designed, and fantastically energy efficient, while providing you the best dome value around. There are other dome companies who produce domes.
We hope you remember that you're not buying a simple prepackaged kit.
You're starting the process of what is normally your largest personal investment, your home.
We feel you need all of the direct help you can get, and that is what we offer.
Whether you are curious or serious about domes, you get our experience and our personal attention.
We think that's the least you deserve.
Hi, I'm Dennis Oden Johnson. This video was made several years ago. It still wears the test of time very well, showing you what it's like living inside of our domes. The biggest change is that Janet, my wife and co-founder of Natural Spaces Domes, passed away in the fall of 1999. She was diagnosed with a brain tumor and passed away 6 weeks later. In 1972, she and I formed our first dome company called the Big Outdoors People. She was also a Minnesota State Senator from 1990 until her death. Her legislative efforts focused on education and the environment. She helped create the first 425 megawatts of wind power in southern Minnesota. Now there's a wind turbine dedicated in her memory in Elk River, Minnesota. Natural Spaces Domes continues to focus on creating healthy, energy-efficient living environments. We hope you'll visit our website, www.naturalspacesdomes.com, for all the latest on domes. We hope you'll venture outside the box and start enjoying life in a dome home. Thanks.